So the long journey to the summit of European football starts with the opening fixture of the Champions League. And we're underway. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Wesley Sneijder. He may be small in size, but he's big on influence, and if he has live...
Can he finish? Goal! Roma! That's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
Well, for me, that's just pure predatory brilliance. It's not so much the finish, but the way he read the situation when nobody else was even alert to it. It's fantastic.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Loftus-Cheek. It's Costa! Oh, great save, real class.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Gets up to head it! surely a foul. Free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Gets it upfield. Gonalon gets wrestled off the ball. Tellez. Loftus-Cheek. And it's Vardy. Now it's Costa! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Costa plays it out to the wing. Loftus-Cheek. Where to from here? Diego Costa shoots! Superb from Diego Costa! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
The first touch was absolutely heavenly, and because of it, the finish was a mere formality.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. There is the half-time whistle. Genuinely interesting game here, very, very watchable. 2 goals, 1 each. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
It's been a really good watch, but I think the managers will be looking for that extra bit of organisation and focus now, just to try and get a little control on this game.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. There's the whistle then to start the second half.
Leicester can feel really happy with themselves. The scoreline doesn't back it up, but they've played with urgency and purpose and can't afford to lose patience in this second half. They've got to persevere.
Out to the left it goes. Tries a through ball. Thuram. And it's Vardy. Who's ball? Who's going to get there? Oh, good ball. Boyd. Mkhitaryan. And it's Diego Costa. There will be a throw-in. Ball has crossed the line, and it's a throw. Hoyser up for the header! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, as Tesco, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
He's gone for it!
I can't speak highly enough of the keeper after that save. Can't stop thinking about it.
Sprinted wide. Has a pop! He has done it! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Leicester go into the lead. And shoots! That is wayward. Vardy. Can't get the better of his opposite number.
Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
Leicester just... And time is up. Leicester have got off to an ideal start. 3 points on day one, and it bodes well for the campaign ahead. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, they've laid down a marker with such a good opening win.
Soaking up the pre-match atmosphere here as we wait for things to get started. Won't be long now before we get through the formalities. A warm welcome, one and all. And here we have Leicester against Crystal Palace. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Off we go then. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular? Can he put it away? It's broken loose. A chance. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. There are a few ways. Shoots!
Leicester have been the more adventurous for me and productive, and now they have to add that clinical bit.
Bonucci. Loftus-Cheek. Now the pass. Can he finish? It's there! Oh, you've got to say, the odds on him missing from there were very slim.
There's the obvious danger man here, and yet he was afforded way too much freedom. I think he was gifted that goal. His reputation should have been warning enough for them.
Leicester take the lead, 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And it's Vardy. Rain starting to fall here. It has been looking that way for a little while. Crystal Palace have a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Costa passes it through. Defoe. Great leap! Good stop. That wasn't easy.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Up for the header! Vardy! This man is special! All too easy! They are in danger of disappearing out of sight! Great corner, and he did the rest.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
Leicester grab a couple of goals without reply. And Benteke! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, as Tesco, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Shot a goal! It's gone a long way up and away.
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put it...
He'll have a dip! They are rampant! And they are disappearing out of sight!
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll. Lucas Moura. There's the end of the first half. As easy as 1-2-3. It really has been that straightforward halfway through the match, but very little to suggest that much will change over the second half.
This looks well and truly sewn up already, Peter, but please feel free to forget what I've just said if there's a spectacular turnaround.
Leicester very much in control here, 3 up and cruising. He's had a shot! Crystal Palace keeping their men at arm's length here.
Yeah, I just think it's a conservative move to deny runners the opportunity of going beyond that rear guard.
Vardy, he hits it! Oh, brilliant! That is brilliant! A finish of true class!
Unbelievable.
Ruthless and relentless, utterly rampant. Just so calm under pressure.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked the scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
Leicester totally rampant here. Crystal Palace grateful to the genius of their manager last time round.
I think, Peter, we have to give credit where it's due. He had a problem up top and he tweaked his system to sort it out. And what I like is that he doesn't hold back. He's got that who dares wins mentality and he really goes for it.
Clips one through. Gaetan! He's put his foot right through that one.
Well, the most exciting sight on a football pitch. He had too much trickery for that defence. Brilliant.
Played out to the right. Gorgeous control there. Timely intervention. Forward it goes.
And it's Vardy.
Steered out wide. Gaitan. So who's he picking out? Gaitan, towering header! Back of the net! Well, just another one to add to what has already been an incredible haul.
Yeah, by the looks of it, there may be still more to come.
He snaffles his third, and that earns him the match ball.
Oh, he's been unstoppable in this match. Every single time he's been in possession, he's looked a threat.
Leicester tear their opponents apart once again. They are utterly ruthless. And that's that. Leicester, very much the dominant side, almost the only side. Every time they got on the ball, they looked like scoring. It is a landslide. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Leicester will walk away happy from this with such a show of defensive solidity and maturity that's hard to upset.
Well, that's the lot for now. Thanks to you, Jim, and goodbye.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Soaking up the pre-match atmosphere here as we wait for things to get started. Won't be long now before we get through the formalities. A warm welcome, one and all. And here we have Leicester against Benfica. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
The instantly recognisable sound of the UEFA Champions League anthem, the perfect backdrop to this eagerly awaited night of European football. So the two starting lineups. We're underway.
Now it's Vardy.
And Vardy! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, as Tesco, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Out on the left now, tries a through ball, gets into some space. Great tackle, he had to get that right. Looks to slip it through.
Defoe is
He's had a shot! Goal! A pretty simple finish in the end. What do you think, Jim?
There's the obvious danger man here, and yet he was afforded way too much freedom. I think he was gifted that goal. His reputation should have been warning enough for them.
Leicester take the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
That has put a stop to that. Played out to the wing. So what's he planning here?
Fabinho.
Did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Looks to clip it forward. Defoe. Now the pass.
Now it's Vardy.
Vardy! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
It so nearly came off for him.
Well, Peter, I think it's fairly obvious he's one of the biggest influences out there.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Aimed low and direct. And it's Diego Costa. Vardy. Can he put it away? They've done it! And already they're looking to run away with it. That's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
Well, as they say, Peter, if you don't speculate, you won't accumulate. And we've just witnessed a player who was rewarded for his willingness to take a risk, as cunning as it comes.
Leicester take a 2-goal lead and things should be comfortable from here on in.
Well, at 1-0 this contest was still nicely poised, but now that it's gone to 2, mindsets are affected a lot more. Winning belief one way and that losing feeling the other.
Kings it out wide. Diego Costa shoots! And more and more and more! And they are disappearing out of sight. Jim, your thoughts?
It's almost criminal to see a defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They knew, and yet they didn't heed, and they've paid the price and deserve to.
Leicester. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, there's plenty that can be said about the last 45 minutes, but one thing that cannot be said is that it's dull. One-sided, yes, but packed with excitement.
Peter, do I really need to say anything, or can I simply refer you to the scoreline?
Leicester have established themselves in a position of absolute supremacy. An action-packed 45 minutes, and they have raced into a 3-goal lead. And we're already back underway here. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Dashing forward at pace. Oh, sweet feet from him there. Jonas. And the shot! Has a pop! Vardy has got himself a free kick. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. Costa, forward it goes, a real chance to break, tries to dink it in. Oh, that is lovely footwork. Skirtle plays it forward.
They're actually not getting too tight, which is interesting.
No.
It's probably cautionary. Don't dive in, try to pinch it or intercept so nobody can get in behind.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
I just think that's really good management, introducing one of his younger players when the pressure's totally off, just allowing him some valuable, easy on-field experience time.
Benfica have it back and they can go again. Vieirinha looks to thread it through. What a corner. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. And that'll go straight through to the keeper. And it's Diego Costa. Talk about singling someone out.
Yeah, his instinct and the timing of his runs have proven fruitful, but they have to give him a harder time like that.
Looks to dink one in. He could have been in, just needed a better final ball.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Shahan. Oh, he's found him in space. Dinks one in. He'll have a dip! He has done it! And they are pulling still further away.
Oh, the invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
Leicester totally rampant here. Jonas. Dixie. So that's it. It is all over. Leicester have won big and in style. Everything went for them. Their poor opponents left chasing shadows. A scintillating performance. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Leicester won thanks to a disciplined game plan. Homework provided the groundwork, and it exploited an obvious central weakness.
Warmest of welcomes to all of you around the globe. We're just about ready to get going. The players will be with us very shortly.
And here we have Tottenham against Leicester.
I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Begley.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
I'm going to pick Jack Wilshere. Lots of injury niggles have held him back a bit, but he has plenty to offer. Great passion, competitiveness, loves a dribble and a tackle, and has always been able to find the goal. And for me, he's a big talent.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. Played out to the right, looks to dink one in.
Diego Costa.
Ball's out on the left now. Out to the left it goes. Oh, really good feet from him. There's no flag. Time to deliver. Ward-Prowse. Llorente shoots!
Llorente really got caught in a trap there, and he just couldn't get out.
Ball's gone out of play. And he's on a charge. Looks like a good ball through. He's got away. Can he deliver? Wilshere. Oh, full-blooded challenge, and it had to be. Aimed long and direct. He's got the ball. Can he finish? Good stop. That wasn't easy.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Vardy. Costa
Has a pop! And it's a goal! And right on half-time, that is telling. Really outwitted one-on-one. Once more, he gets the better of the keeper.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
Leicester
Take the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the...
There is the half-time whistle. There we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very tight.
Well, you obviously have to give credit to the front man.
It's Costa! Hit into great leap! Superb from Diego Costa! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Oh, an absolute gem of a cross. It made the header simple.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
Leicester take a 2-goal lead, and things should be comfortable from here on in.
Well, at 1-0 this contest was still nicely poised, but now that it's gone to 2, mindsets are affected.
Going for goal! Oh, didn't catch it right.
Well, his reaction to that was ultra sharp, Peter. His anticipation is in fine working order.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. And it's Diego Costa. Tries to dink it in. Oh, that is lovely footwork. Tottenham, their final change. Played into the middle. They are rampant! And they are cruising away. Leicester take a 3-goal lead and they are romping out of sight. Leicester have been defending beautifully lately. Gaitan Into the last quarter of an hour. Over to the left. Looks to slip it through. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Just, it seems, but just is enough.
Leicester look as though they're about to make a change.
Yeah, their position is a dominant one now, Peter, so introducing one of the youngsters for some added experience is bang on. They're actually not getting too tight, which is interesting.
No.
It's probably cautionary. Don't dive in, try to pinch it or intercept so nobody can get in behind.
Tries a through ball. He's got options in the... He's gone for it! Shot a goal! Back of the net! And they are pulling still further away. Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
Well, I think the keeper has every reason to rip into that defence for allowing him to get into such a good position.
Leicester The final whistle. Leicester were irresistible here, dominant, utterly ruthless. Only ever one result, a comfortable win. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking? think we're just about ready to get going here. A warm welcome to you wherever you are in the world. And our live game is Chelsea against Leicester. Bonucci is taking substantial strides in his career, Jim.
Well, we always felt that he had the potential to stand out, but several aspects of his game have come on in leaps and bounds of late, and most importantly, his confidence. He's now staking his claim on the biggest stage.
So this is how the two teams line up. So it's away we go then. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, I've got to go for a man who rarely makes a mistake, Thibaut Courtois. A great shot stopper, but then again, so are most other keepers. But what sets him apart, for me, is the way he commands his box. And that he does with supreme authority.
Yes, has a swing at it! And in again! And it's a goal! Courtois reacted well to the initial effort, but couldn't get it right out of the danger area.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Son Heung-min. And it's Loftus-Cheek. Now the pass. Tevez! Oh, great save, real class.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Goes for goal! Surely he's Defoe with a shot! Forward it goes.
That's great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just get something in the way.
Great run this, he's covered quite a distance. A chance to play it in. Loose ball, who's going to get there? Skirtle tries to get it forward quickly. Aimed long and direct. Leicester scoring in the first 10 minutes to give them a 1-0 lead. And the defence can get it clear. Leicester get it back again. Costa.
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. the ball is out of play. Tevez, chipped through. Keeper's got good distance on that. And the half-time whistle goes. There we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight. Seeing views on the first, going for goal! He has done it! And with that goal comes comfort! Really outwitted one-on-one. Once more, he gets the better of the keeper.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
Leicester grab a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
Collins. Leicester have a very fine defensive record over recent games. Looks like a good ball through. Went with his head but couldn't steer it in. Now it's Giroud. Goalkeeper's ball.
Actually not getting too tight, which is interesting.
No.
It's probably cautionary. Don't dive in, try to pinch it or...
Shoots! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Costa pushes it out wide. Gaitan. He's gone for it! They are rampant! And they are pulling clear here. Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
There's the obvious danger man here, and yet he was afforded way too much freedom. I think he was gifted that goal. His reputation should have been warning enough for them.
3 without reply. Hits it! Outstanding save to keep that out. Defoe. He is effectively being marked out of the game here.
Yeah, and getting on the score sheet as...
Can he finish? Superb from Diego Costa! Ruthless and relentless, utterly rampant. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
Leicester totally rampant here. Surely a foul, free kick. Keeper goes long, battles to win it back. Gaitan, and it's Vardy. Looks to clip it forward. Afellay. There is the final whistle. Leicester enjoy their perfect day. For their victims, it is entirely imperfect. Comprehensive winners of a one-sided contest. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
I think it's all about setting the right tone at the start of a match, and if you can back that up with an early goal, it just energises everybody, the whole performance, and I think they were certainly more fluid as a result of the early goal.
So that's it from us. Many thanks go to Jim Beglin, and goodbye from us.
Unlucky lads. Let's hope for better luck next time.
You